G'day folks, welcome back to Pete's Investing. It's February 23, 2024. This is the German DAX update. Wow, these new highs still being taken on a lot of the markets, including the German DAX. There's still a bearish divergence in play, so be very careful, even though all time frames are bullish. So let's look at the chart. Okay, a couple of things to update on. The price has obviously made new highs overnight with a nice big bullish candle. Now you'll notice the weekly, I've adjusted the divergence on both the CCI price and divergence on the CCI. So, and likewise on the daily, it's made some further highs along with the price, but it's still bearish on both the weekly and the daily divergence. So still bearish divergence in play, even though both the trends on the ADX 25 are bullish. However, on the hourly chart, you'll notice the CCI has made new highs and broken above that entry level. So we're going to remove that. That's invalidated now on the hourly chart. There's no longer a bearish divergence. So we're going to remove that on the hourly. And I've raised the resistance up there at 17,448. Now you'll notice as well, one of the indicators I use, by the way, on the daily, you'll notice because I adjusted the Fibonacci, that's also raised slightly the target area between the 23 and the 38% level. Now, one thing to notice, these red arrows and these blue arrows indicate turns in the market. They're not like the zigzags. In other words, they're not dynamic. They do stay there. They're actually fixed once they're shown. So you can see here on if I zoom out on all these time frames, it does pick close to the tops and the bottoms of each of these little areas. So that was if you like, a false top, although it did decline in that little retrace to the downside. If I zoom in on the weekly, you can see there, even though it kept rising, we did see a decline ever so slightly. Then it kept rising. That actually pretty much showed a consistent cluster up there before it eventually dropped off. Then we saw a couple of bullish arrows. And currently we're showing these bearish arrows on the weekly, and it did fall off. We haven't seen any bullish arrows yet, but we need to see a bearish arrow to signify potential reversal as well. On the daily, again, I've readjusted those Fibonacci levels and that divergence, but in terms of the arrows, there's some bullish arrows down here indicating a push to the upside, and there were some bearish arrows up here indicating a pull down to the bearish side. In there, you've got some bearish arrows as well, and we've got no further arrows on the daily as we speak in the current last few days. On the hourly, though, you'll notice these peaks showed bearish candles, bearish arrows, bullish on the lows here, bearish up here, a couple of bullish ones here, and we look for clusters, and that's where we look at these clusters of red arrows which indicate a potential reversal. So not guaranteed, of course, but we may see some slight retrace to the downside. So I'll keep an eye on that and let you know how it goes in the coming days. So in terms of a DAX analysis, recent gains were driven by positive earnings reports and hopes for easing energy concerns. However, ongoing geopolitical tensions and fears of a wider European recession keep investor sentiment fragile. Some key factors to look out for: Eurozone inflation. Continued high inflation could trigger further tightening from the European Central Bank. Escalating tensions with Russia or other unforeseen events could trigger volatility. And corporate earnings, upcoming reports from key German companies will influence sector performance. So that's where we are at the moment. If you got value out of the video, hit that like and subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and see you in a future video.